Hello and welcome back to Around the Block. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to another episode. Today we've got PSG and Man City coming up for you in the Champions League, and then either just one game or maybe both league games against Frankfurt and Augsburg, depending on the timing. Now, if I'm honest with you, not a lot of big news has happened since you guys were last here. A few injuries, little niggles and things like that, as you can see. Ona Good and Lucas Rogler both out for the next game against PSG. So, I mean, that's the only sort of big news that we've had since you guys were last here. In terms of fixtures, we've not played brilliantly, I'll say that. None of our displays have been particularly convincing. We were last here, of course, for the Man City and Werder Bremen game, both of which were losses. The first game after that, though, was against Borussia Mönchengladbach, who have won every single game up until that point in the season, and then we beat them 3-0, but it wasn't as convincing as that looks. We did score 2 goals in the 90th minute there through Adeyemi with a normal goal and a penalty, as Rogler scored in the 9th minute. Very fortunate to win that one by as much margin as we did. We then played Dinamo Kiev in the Champions League and got our first win in the Champions League. Jezovic with a brace in that game to make sure we win it 2-1. Before we took on Bayern Munich, which we lost 3-0 with an Ansu Fati penalty. This game we just fell apart, really. I think really what we did, we put a strong team up against Kiev and we tried to keep a strong team against Bayern Munich as well, and it just didn't quite work out essentially for us. So we got a bit unlucky losing that game. We did bounce back with a Morovsky brace in a 2-1 win over Dusseldorf before losing 2-1 to PSG, unfortunately, in the Champions League. Diogo scoring the goal for us there. The most convincing display we've had, and actually we should have won by more than 2 goals, was against Hamburg. Kidrich and Dorwell getting the goals in that one before we had a really entertaining game against Hertha Berlin. We rotated the lineup for this one a little bit. It's behind my head, but you can see that we have got a slightly different lineup for that one there. And we won it 4-3 in extra time. Constantine scoring in the 108th minute to send us through to the 3rd round. And then straight after that, we had another game against Hertha Berlin, and Constantine scored another goal. So obviously he does very well against Hertha Berlin there, which is great to see. And clearly, the only team he can score against are Hertha Berlin, because they're the only 2 goals he's scored for us so far. So a couple of losses in there in the Champions League and the League, which obviously isn't brilliant for us, but we are sitting 3rd in the table right now. Borussia Mönchengladbach lead the way. Their only loss of the season came against us. Borussia Dortmund are still unbeaten in the league, whereas we have slipped up 3 times. We can only do it 7 times this season if we want to win in the league, looking at how many points you get across the whole season. So I think that's going to be a lot harder, a lot easier said than done, isn't it? And you guys pointed that out in the comment section, and I think you are completely right. So we'll try and, do our best, but it might not work out for us. And I must say as well, the Champions League might not work out for us as well. We are currently 3rd in the group after 3 games. PSG leading it after they drew with Dinamo Kiev, which I missed last episode, but you guys in the comment section picked that up. Man City have won 2, lost 1 against PSG, and of course we've lost 2, won 1. So sitting 3rd, I imagine that's where we'll finish, unless of course we have a bit of a miracle in today's episode. Now, because we are travelling to Paris and they dominated us at our place, we've got to try something a little different. So we're going to go for a 5 at the back system to see if it works just a little better against this PSG side. I mean, I'm not expecting us to win. I feel like going all out attack is just not going to work. It didn't work at home, so it won't work away from home. So we've got to try something a little different. So 5 at the back, we're going to go for Andre Luis is in goal, with Blažević, Diogo and Depapka in the back line. Buncevic and Ferraro are our wing backs today, with Morovsky and Carlos Alberto in the midfield duo. Kidrich is in the attacking midfield, and then of course Adeyemi and Constantine are starting up front for us. A little bit harsh on Thaddeus Agala, but he's not been playing too many games, so isn't quite match sharp. And of course Rogler is injured, so can't come in for this game. So that's the team. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to actually win the game or not, but we've got to give it a shot, haven't we? So as kickoff is upon us, we have had some luck with 5 at the back systems in European football, notably with CSK Moscow. We used a flat back 5 with them actually for most of that season. Obviously ended up winning the Europa Conference League, came 2nd in the league table and still got sacked. I don't know how, but we did either way. But the first highlight of the game, Harej Buncevic, I can't quite get it in to Adeyemi there as the PSG keeper, collects that one nicely as PSG look to clear this one out from the back. PSG, of course, have won the Champions League 4 times since this save has started, so they are a very, very good team, and I imagine they've got some very good players, although they've not won it actually for the past 4 years, I want to say, so maybe they've dropped off a little bit, but they come very close there. They've got Mbappe and Haaland in the same team, and Phil Foden as well, and Jude Bellingham, and then Kai Havertz as well. They've got a very good team. I mean, these guys are in their what? They must be just around 30 years old. Bellingham is 28, so no, he's nowhere near it, really. Kai Havertz is 32. I imagine the other guys must be around that sort of 30-ish mark or so, but all in their prime, so they should be... Oh, it's just a bit unfair, isn't it, really? It's just a little bit unfair how good PSG can be. But we're nearly at half-time, and we are holding on to a 0-0 draw right now. But as PSG look to come forward, Upamecano's on the pitch as well. Even he's playing for them as well. That's a name that I missed out originally. So they've got such a quality side. But we've got to half-time 0-0. No highlights mean no goals for PSG. Essentially, it means no goals for us as well, but I'm happy to take a 0-0 draw against this PSG side who are ridiculously good, and getting a draw here could help us out in that battle with Man City, who haven't actually kicked off against Dynamo Kiev yet. That's why they're still on 6 points. I was getting quite excited by that. It's Constantine. Oh, the 10 finishing just... Oh, it really gets to me. Like, if he had better finishing, he could have maybe buried that opportunity. I am reluctant to... Overwhelmed by what? Overwhelmed by the feedback. I haven't given any feedback. Who's giving the feedback out there? I haven't done that. What's the... I've not a clue what's going on there, but we've pulled... Oh, we haven't. We haven't pulled it off yet. Oh, so close. So close to pulling off a... I mean, we came into the game expecting to lose it. A point would have been fantastic. Well, I think this probably does confirm us to the Europa Conference League, I must say. Calmly, unlucky boys. I'll say that, unlucky. I mean, we did get unlucky at the end there, really. Come on, City. I want City to now just thrash Kiev because we need the points advantage. Kiev drew with City. So, I mean, as long as we beat Dynamo Kiev, that's fine, but we've got to rely on PSG beating them to get into the Europa League. I just can't see it. I can't see a way for us to qualify for the knockout stages. Now we're 4 points off. If we'd drawn that game, there might have been a chance, but we didn't draw that game, did we? It all changes if we beat Man City, though. All right, it does actually all change if we beat Man City, and playing this formation maybe against Man City, we might have a little more luck. Shitty Gel, then, do you want to sign a new contract with us yet? He does. Come on. I've been asking him, like, in between games constantly. This is the first time he says, yes, I'll come back to the club. Assistant manager, 4-year deal, that's fine. Wages, yeah, whatever you want, mate, whatever you want. He's on his way back. And now that he's coming back, we are going to qualify for the later stage of the Champions League. I can feel it now. I can genuinely feel it. I knew that he always loved me. I'm still there. Favoured personnel. Oh, you love to see it. And here he is, just in time for the Frankfurt game. He's back. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre Tigel, once again, here at the club. I don't think he's that bad. Honestly, I don't think he's that... well, he's not an elite coach, is he? He's not an elite coach. But he's not the worst person we could have got. But he's going to get better because we're going to get him on a coaching course. There we go. He's on his way to a Continental Pro licence now. You love to see it. Brilliant. And as we go into this game, you know what, Shitty Gel? You pick the team, lad. You pick the team. He's picked this. Couldn't have done it better myself. I mean, I could have done. I could have put Diogo on instead. And I would have put Adeyemi on. But nearly. I mean, I'm going to stick with it, though. I'm going to stick with it, Shitty Gel. You're back. I want to make you happy. This is the team. Yep. And that is exactly why Shitty Gel has chosen my lineup and put Depaka in instead of Diogo. Good start to the game, though. Good start to the game. Shitty Gel knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, all right? And he'll... Show some passion, lads. Show some passion. Let's get back into this game. Everyone's fired up now. Come on. Corner for us, though, in the second half, which Jezovic looks like he actually clears it rather than actually turns it goalwards. I'm not quite sure what he did there, but Trincao on the ball into Jez. Oh, saved by the keeper. I'm not feeling confident, lads. The highlights haven't really been thick and fast in this game. There's been actually very few of them. And right now, the highlight does continue with Frankfurt coming forward into their number 14, who's putting it into their Peripherals there, out wide. Is he going to get it in the middle? He does. And Blazvic gives away a penalty. Okay. Come on then, Andre Luis. Come on. Show me why I brought you in from Brazil. To big moments like... Oh, he's hit the post. Come on. You love to see it. We're in the game still against 17th in the table. Kidrich is playing terribly, so let's get him off for Doorball in there. And Shitty's not picked the bench very well because we've not got who we want on the bench. Rogler not playing well. Adiemi, on you go up front, lad. And Trincao for constant. Oh, we swap these two over, don't we, really? Oh, it's not the best swap. Oh, we've got to do it, haven't we? Got to do it. Show some passion again, lads. Did that work? It did work. As Jezovic gets on the edge of the box there. The crosses to no one. And here come Frankfurt. Oh, dear me. Oh, good save. Shitty Joe, this is meant to be your glorious return to the club. And this has not been very glorious. So, it could be still. It could be still. Adiemi on the ball, through. Do something sensible with it. That wasn't really the best option you had, was it? Either take it right to the keeper or square it. You did neither of them, really, did you? And we lose the game 1-0. Okay. Not brilliant for Shitty first game back. This does sort of justify the comments that say bring in a good assistant manager. But he was just rusty. He was just rusty. That's all it was. We're going to bounce back in 2 weeks' time after international breaks against Augsburg. And then, of course, we'll bounce back against Man City. It's fine. It's all fine. So clearly, there do need to be some changes then for the Augsburg game. Over international break, 1 or 2 players did pick up a couple of knocks. So Doorball is going to come on for Murovski, who is slightly injured out there. Kidrich, I don't really want him to play, if I'm honest with you. I'd rather get a Ruda on the pitch. He's been doing quite well and things like that. We'll obviously get Thaddeus Igalo on the bench as well, and Kidrich on the bench as well instead of the goalkeeper. Shidigel's not picking the team this time, by the way. You'll be pleased to know about that. Depatka Diogo on. That's a slightly better lineup. I think maybe, where's Adiemi gone? Where's Adiemi? There he is. He can go on for Trincao as well. That's the lineup. I think it's slightly better. Let's take on Augsburg. So kickoff is upon us, and straight away, Jezovic injured. You hate to see it. Okay, him off, Trincao on inside of 90 seconds. Brill. As I was saying though, I think the Champions League, losing the Champions League seems to have quite a big impact on the players in the game straight after, in the league game straight afterwards. So we lose a Champions League game and everyone gets sort of dejected by that, and we play terribly in the next game. We did it obviously with Werder Bremen, and we did it with who we played last time. I can't remember now. It was like 10 minutes ago. Frankfurt. But now we are 1-0 up against Augsburg, which is great to see. Trincao with a great ball, I must say, across to Adiemi, and Adiemi takes it down wonderfully, gets past his man, shoots, scores it. You love to see. So if we can get back onto winning terms in this game, that would be absolutely fantastic and give us some confidence before this Man City game, which is make or break. If we win it, we've got a great chance of qualifying for the later stages of the Champions League. Lose it, and I think actually we will be knocked out of the Champions League completely, and then we've got to compete for third places. We've given away a penalty. It's going to VAR, but yeah, it's always a penalty, and here we go. It is a penalty right now. Come on, hit the post again, or will we have a save? Just don't score it, please, lads. And they do score it. I think episodes like this might lead me to stress eating and stuff like. Have I got any food around me? I do. I've got some dates. Dates are probably the best fruit there is because it doesn't taste like fruit. It tastes like toffee. Dates. I don't know why I'm giving you some food tips now. It's a Football Manager video, Tom. Just ignore the food. Come on, we just need to win some games, lads. Win the game. I never used to like dates. Hated them. But then I forced myself to eat them. And then when you force yourself to eat something sometimes, you then start to like it. And now I really like dates. So, top tier food. Oh, goal. I was too busy eating. I didn't think we'd score from that, if I'm honest with you. Goal. You love to see it. Clearly, it's the power of the dates. Clearly, the power of the dates. If I keep eating dates, we score a goal. That must be how it works. It's a great goal as well, by the way. Absolute power from Rogler. Literally, you saw me chewing. You saw me chewing, didn't you? Goal. All right, quickly. And I've not got many dates left, actually, to sort of save them for the Man City game. But here's another one. Eating it now. Rogler's been put through. If this goes in, oh, it's not quite gone in. The power of the dates have gone. Or maybe I just overused it. I've overused it in like a quick succession. It's got like a cooldown period. Unless it was delayed. It could have just been delayed because maybe the highlight was, maybe it's not delayed. But we've got the business done today. A 3-1 win over Augsburg to get us back to winning ways. The first win as well of the episode, rather embarrassingly. But we've got the win. Shitty Gel's done the wrong team talk as well. It's great to have you back, Andre. Great to have you back. I wouldn't have it any other way. And we move ourselves back into third in the table. 2 points ahead of Bayern Munich. Level on points with Borussia Dortmund, but slightly worse goal difference. And Borussia Mönchengladbach are still 3 points clear. Or if I could do math properly, 4 points clear. Jez is out for 2 to 3 weeks with a calf muscle injury, which isn't great, obviously. But we are going to go to the 5 at the back system, so we don't need him for Man City, which is okay. What we will do, though, is rest everyone in the starting squad. Probably for 2 days, actually, this time. Give them 2 days rest to make sure they are at 100% fitness for this Man City game. So this is the team that we're going to go for against Man City. It's slightly different to the PSG team. We've still got the same goalkeeper in the back line. Garat comes in on the left back position. Apparently, according to our coaches, he's slightly better as a wing back than Harash Buncevic is. Dorbel and Klan start in the middle with a new role for Klan as a Mazzala, but he quite likes that. Dorbel comes in because Murovski's not quite 100% fit. Aruda starting because I think he's got such good ability to pass the ball. I think he might be okay. And then hopefully Rogler and Constantine, the big double C, will work well together. I don't know. I'm not sure if it will do or not, but we'll give it a go. So kickoff is upon us. We are at home, which might help us out a little bit, but we didn't win the first leg with our attacking formation. We came close, very close, but we fell apart in the final 15 minutes or so, which wasn't good for us. It wasn't good for us. This time, we've lost the lead in the first 15 minutes. Should we have gone attacking? Should we have gone with the usual? Well, I say that. We've not played very well with the usual formation, have we, recently? Really? I mean, it's not like we've been winning games 10-0 or 5-0 with that formation. We did lose to Frankfurt using that formation. So, it's so difficult to know what to do. I mean, really, I think what we have to accept is that PSG and Man City at the moment are just superior teams to us, and we are not going to be beating the likes of these teams right now. The best chance we've got of silverware this season isn't the league even, I imagine, actually. I think I've overestimated how good our squad is, and it's not there yet. It really isn't there yet. I've overestimated it, and I'm thinking that we're going to win the Bundesliga. We're probably not. I said we can't lose. We can only slip up 7 times this season. We've already slipped up, 4 or 5 times this season. I just don't... We're not as good as I think we are. And I think the best chance of silverware we've got is actually finishing 3rd in this group and winning the Europa League. I think we've got a good chance of that. We came close with Partizan, and this team is better than Partizan. So, I mean, that's my logic behind that. It might not be like that, I don't know. But I think we could actually win the Europa League with Leipzig should we get knocked out of the Champions League, which is what it's looking like right now, I must say. Let's go for it. Let's go a bit more attacking with our stance. Let's show some passion as Ferrara collects the loose ball into Dopatka, into Diogo. Right, let's build out from the back nicely. Control this possession. That's what we're trying to do. Control the possession. That's a huge pass forward. Constantine. Great save from the keeper. That was actually a really good shot from the guy with only 10 finishing. I rated that one almost. We've got a corner which is swung in and it's cleared, and I think that's going to be the end of the highlighters. Kelvin just runs past 3 of our players. Kelvin still on the ball. Kelvin, nothing happened apparently. I think changes need to be made. Garrett has got a knock. I mean, apparently it's not nothing to worry about, but I think it might be hindering us a little bit down that left-hand side. Harash Buncevic, I thought wasn't on the bench then. Harash Buncevic will come on, which is fine. Constantine's not playing brilliantly, so Thaddeus Igalo, come on, do your thing. Show me why you should start more games. Get us 2 goals right now, please. The issue is only 2 shots. At this stage, we've got nothing to lose, have we? Let's just go back to this. Rogler, Diogo can swap, although we can only take 1 player off, can't we? So Adeyemi on the left-hand side. Diogo shouldn't be off the pitch, actually. Diogo swap with Diopatka and Adeyemi on for them. Let's go very attacking, and let's go in possession, work the ball into the box. Let's try that. Confirm changes. 20 minutes to go. We need 2 goals. Can we do it? I think we... I back us to the hilt. Always do. Always have done. As Thaddeus Igalo wins us a penalty. Maybe. It's going to VAR. Oh, it's been given. It's been given. Who's taking it? I know our team are terrible at penalties. Adeyemi is the best one to take it, apparently. I think I've got him set as our number 1 taker, actually, and he's not scored it. And that is going to be us out of the Champions League. I don't think there's anything more I can really do. City are just such a good team, as are PSG as well. Get creative out there, lads. Get creative. As they've scored a great goal there, to be fair. I was about to say, if we hadn't conceded the corners, both the goals in both Champions League games today against us came from corners. If we hadn't conceded those, we'd have picked up 2 points, and likely PSG would have beaten Man City, we'd have beaten Dynamo Kiev, and we would have gone through on points. But given that we've just not been able to perform today against City, do you know what the issue is? I forgot to eat some dates. During this game. Oh, I can't believe how stupid I've been. I'll eat one now, we'll score. Eating it now. Guarantee we'll score this now as Buncevic coming forward on the ball. Too late. We would have scored it, though, if the referee had continued to 2-0 Man City. That's all you need to know. RB Leipzig knocks out of the Champions League. Understandable, given how difficult that group stage was, really. I mean, City and PSG, we never had a chance. I'm looking down the groups now. Literally, I think that's the toughest group we could have possibly had. Group A looks easy. Group C, Arsenal won't be as good as Man City. I think we could have given them a run for the money. Group D, maybe with... In fact, well, saying that, Wolfsburg, they've got 7 points in that group, and we're a better team than Wolfsburg, so maybe we would have done better there. I don't know. Group E, obviously it's Bayern Munich in there, so we couldn't have been in that group anyway. But if we swap with Bayern Munich in that group, easy for us. We would have won Group F, I'd imagine, or at least come seconds. Same with Group G, although Real Madrid are in there. They're not doing very well. If Benfica can do that and Juventus, then maybe we could. And again, with Group H, I would have rated us there. We've been given such a difficult group. And that's what it is. But there is still something to play for, and that something is a Europa League place. And to do that, we've got to beat Dynamo Kiev next episode, as well as this crappy team that I've never heard of before. We'll try and beat them too. Sorry if you're a supporter of that team. That was really harsh, actually. I'll take it back. This wonderful team that I've never heard of before. I'll say that. So thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. Disappointing, really, given we've lost 3 games today out of the 4. It's not been great, but we've found our level. We've had a reality check, I think. We've had a reality check, which maybe you guys didn't need, but I certainly did. And the reality is, we're not there yet. But we will be. 2 or 3 seasons' time, we'll be ready. So if you did enjoy today's episode, drop a like on the video for me. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.